What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Caleb, and this is ChatGPT versus me, College Football Edition. Brief little reminder, if y'all haven't watched the NFL Edition, it kind of explains where I've been the past 2 weeks for college football. I do apologize for not letting y'all know. I was sick week 10, and then I was out of town in Louisiana for work, and I didn't bring none of my equipment, even though I probably could have recorded, but I was just more busy with work and all that stuff over there. So we will do a little recap on week 9-ish, because I don't really remember none of these games. That being said, ChatGPT had Kansas State minus 9.5. That didn't go well. Notre Dame minus 12.5. I think that was versus Navy. Obviously, Notre Dame waxed their asses. Missouri plus 13.5. That didn't go well. They got their butts whooped. And then SMU minus 11. They still won, but not by, I think by like a few points. And then I had Navy plus 13.5 versus Notre Dame. Obviously, we know Navy got their butts whooped. BYU plus 2.5 versus UCF. BYU won. I think they won by like 9. And then I had Texas Tech versus TCU under 67.5, and that hit. Actually, no, that did not hit. It went over. They freaking went off. And then I had Texas minus 18 versus Vandy, and that was a close game. So with that being said, I am now 14-18. ChatGPT is 19-13, and let's go on to week 12. All right, so ChatGPT week 12. Their first pick. They also this week they didn't really go into description on why they picked them. They just said, "Oh, this is gonna be a good bet." So sorry about that. ChatGPT is on its own little thing. So first pick is Tennessee versus Georgia. Georgia is favored by around 10.5 points. With Georgia's dominance, the Tennessee inconsistency backing Georgia to cover could be a solid pick. I think Tennessee lost last week, their first week, and then Georgia has been Georgia. The only thing is that it is not 10.5 points anymore. As of the recording, I believe it's 9.5 on ESPN Bet. I don't know what bookie y'all use. The bookie that I use is kind of similar to ESPN Bet's bookie, so that's the numbers at ESPN Bet, minus 9.5. Their second pick is Texas versus Arkansas. Texas is a 12-point favorite against Arkansas. Texas has been strong this season, but the line has moved from 15.5 to 12, signaling some support for Arkansas. Watching for a potential Texas bounce back, covering performance might be worth considering. Yeah, I believe Texas is gonna go in there and dominate this game. The line moving from 15.5 to 12 is a little strange, especially for a Texas-Arkansas game. I don't know, maybe Arkansas or Texas, they got some injured player on the line or something like that. As of now, I don't think anybody on the offense is injured or questionable. I still think Texas covers. Their next pick is Colorado versus Utah. Colorado is an 11-point favorite, and they're strong against the spread record, 7-0 in the last 7 games. Remarkable. Makes them an attractive choice. Utah struggling this season, including QB issues. Further support a bet on Colorado. Yes. Everybody slept on Colorado, including me. Colorado has proven everybody wrong that they are right. They should be, I would say, in the playoffs, but they're going to be a wrecking force next year, especially when Travis Hunter leaves. Obviously, they're getting a bunch of recruits coming in. Utah, on the end, I think they only have 1 win, so Utah sucks. I like this pick. Colorado only being 11-point favorites is strange, but give me Colorado all the way. ChatGPT picked them too. So, and then they have Memphis versus UAB. I have no clue about this one, honestly. Memphis is poised for a big win to keep their postseason hopes alive. A bet on Memphis covering the spread might offer value. I have no clue. I haven't really been watching Memphis or UAB. I haven't really been betting on none of the games. So whatever ChatGPT says, I'm assuming it's right. Go Tigers. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Now let's move on to my pick with more insight. So I have Oregon minus 13.5 versus Wisconsin. The Oregon Ducks still ranked number one, and I believe after this week they'll be the longest reigning number one team this season. Also after this week with the dub, they will clinch the Big Ten championship. Dylan Gabriel is the man. You wouldn't think you would get better than Bo Nix, but Dylan Gabriel is up there with Bo Nix. The accuracy, the game management, Dylan Gabriel being able to keep plays alive, phenomenal. And then the wide receiver core, phenomenal. Everybody's back. It is amazing to be a Ducks fan. I'm loving it. Finally, and then it's just going to keep on getting better because we're getting recruits left and right. 5 stars, 4 stars, people decommitting from Washington to coming over here. It's amazing. I love it, I love it, I love it. Dylan Gabriel also last week broke Case Keenum's touchdown record, 180. Hell yeah. Wisconsin have lost 2 in a row to Iowa and to Penn State. So, give me Oregon minus 13.5. I hope it's a blowout. I believe it's going to be a blowout. Wisconsin, though, this is a scary game for Oregon. Wisconsin is not no punks or not no pushovers. Those corn-fed dudes can play some dirty-nosed, hard-tackling football, so Oregon needs to watch out for it. But if everything goes well, Oregon does cover and win by a lot. My next pick is going to be My next game is going to be 2 picks per this game. I have Syracuse plus 9.5 versus Cal, and then the over for this game too. Why? This is the sleeper game of the week. Don't question it. This is the sleeper game of the week. The game of the week maybe be the Florida LSU or Georgia Tennessee. No, this game right here, sleeper game of the week, and I'm telling y'all this. Kyle McCord looking to break records at Syracuse. 3 more touchdowns, breaks the record for 9 Nassib's 25 records. I think he has 23 right now. Kyle McCord. Cal's Fernando Mendoza put up big numbers last 2 games. 364 yards, 2 touchdowns versus Oregon State. 385 yards, 2 touchdowns versus Wake Forest. Both W's. Syracuse right now is 4th worst in ACC in passing efficiency on defense, and Cal needs to win to become bowl eligible. I believe Syracuse is already bowl eligible. This game, I love. Syracuse is doing great. They're looking good. Cal also looking good. I think these 2, programs are going to be a wrecking force in years to come, especially Syracuse. Known for basketball, Syracuse is coming alive in football. The Orange are freaking playing amazing. And they put up a ton of numbers. So, give me plus 9.5, Syracuse to cover, and then over 57.5 for the total points on this game. And last but not least, this is going to be a short video. BYU minus 2.5 versus Kansas. The only reason why this spread is so close is because BYU has been barely scraping by in their games, and Kansas beat Iowa State last week, their first ranked win. Well, first win against a ranked team, and Iowa State was ranked 17. And then they barely lost to Kansas State. BYU's scraping by, 1 point against Utah, 3 points against Oklahoma State. Their only notable win was against unranked at the time SMU, and it was only by 3 points. They have the easiest schedule. BYU has the easiest schedule in football, in college football, and Kansas State has never beaten 2 ranked teams back-to-back in the history of their program. I expect BYU to flex their muscles on this basketball school. They're going to remain a basketball school. A lot of people had hopes for Kansas to do good this year, but they just haven't been putting it together. But apparently, finally, quotes, they're putting it all together since they beat the ranked team. But people expected this for the beginning of the year for them to be ranked and for them to probably even make the playoffs. It's because they beat one ranked team, just like Vanderbilt, doesn't mean they're going to be in these playoffs. You see these teams like Oregon, somehow BYU, Penn State, Ohio State, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, all these teams, SMU now, yeah, but Kansas, y'all had no chance. Iowa State, y'all had no chance. So them beating Iowa State, I think it's an impressive win for their season because their season's been bad. But if you were to go at the beginning of the season, Kansas versus Iowa State, people would have said that, yeah, Kansas is going to wax all over them. So they kind of expected this win. With that being said, those are my picks. Are y'all going to ride with ChatGPT? Are y'all going to ride with me? Are y'all fading both of us? Let me know in the comments. What are y'all's best picks for this week? Please like, subscribe, check out the NFL edition. We have Merlin coming out this week. The video, I believe, will be coming out Sunday. And hopefully, in time, I have another video kind of like this for the UFC. I like to do big events. I'm a huge UFC fan. and a huge basketball fan, but none of y'all got back to me on what y'all want to do with basketball. So I'll just probably do like basketball, big game basketball stuff. So like the Christmas edition and stuff like that. Anywho, but like, subscribe, and then see y'all next time, guys.